Marriage is supposed to be a partnership, a bond built on love, respect, and mutual care. That's what I believed when I married Lisa 6 years ago. I wasn't perfect, but I was a devoted husband, working hard, paying the bills, and always putting her needs first. But somewhere along the way, things changed. At first, it was subtle, little things I ignored. She stopped kissing me goodbye in the mornings. Date nights faded away. And then, even in the privacy of our own home, we felt more like roommates than a married couple. I told myself it was stress, work, life, maybe something deeper she wasn't ready to talk about. So, I gave her space. I tried to be patient, understanding. I asked her if something was wrong. Every time, she just shrugged it off. "I'm fine," she'd say, barely looking up from her phone. But she wasn't fine, and neither was our marriage. One night, I decided to confront it, really confront it. After dinner, I finished washing the dishes while she sat on the couch, scrolling through her phone like always. "Lisa, we need to talk." She barely glanced at me. "About what?" I took a deep breath. "About us. About how distant you've been. You don't talk to me like you used to. You don't look at me the same way. And intimacy? It's been months." She sighed, already exhausted before the conversation even started. "I don't see why that's such a big deal." I blinked. "Lisa, we're married. We're supposed to be connected, emotionally and physically." She finally put her phone down, crossing her arms. "I don't have to be intimate with you just because we're married." Her words hit me like a brick wall. "That's not what I'm saying," I said carefully. "But intimacy isn't about entitlement. It's about love, closeness." She scoffed. "So what? You think just because we signed a paper, I owe you my body?" I felt my jaw tighten. "No, but I do believe marriage is more than just coexisting under the same roof. It's about connection. And you've completely shut me out." She rolled her eyes. "Well, maybe I'm just not that kind of wife." That was it. That was the moment I realized I was the only one fighting for this marriage. I had spent years trying to be the best husband I could be. I had given her everything, and she had given me nothing in return. I stared at her for a long moment, feeling something inside me shift. "All right," I said quietly, standing up. She looked up at me. "What?" I grabbed my jacket. "I hear you." Loud and clear. For the first time in a long time, I felt nothing, no anger, no heartbreak. Just clarity. She frowned. "Where are you going?" I looked at her, really looked at her. The woman I had once loved. The woman I had built a life with. And all I saw was someone who had stopped loving me a long time ago. "I'm leaving," I said simply. Her eyes widened. "You're overreacting." I shook my head. "No, I've just finally had enough." She scoffed, but I saw it, a flicker of something in her eyes. She hadn't expected this. She had assumed I'd always stay, no matter how she treated me. But I wasn't staying. That night, I walked out the door without looking back. I stayed at a hotel for a while, trying to clear my head. A part of me expected her to call, to apologize, to fight for us. She didn't. Instead, a week later, she sent me a text. "Are you really leaving over this? Grow up." That was all I needed to know. The next day, I filed for divorce. At first, she didn't take it seriously. She thought I'd come crawling back. But when the papers arrived, reality hit her. She called me then, begging, crying, promising to change. But it was too late. Love isn't just words. It's actions. And hers had already shown me exactly where I stood in her life. Now, looking back, walking away was the best decision I ever made. Because marriage isn't about obligation. It's about mutual effort, love, and respect. And I finally realized I deserved all three. I wasn't going to settle for anything less. Ever again.